What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I'm Harry, and today we are making some butcher cut baby backs. That's right, we're gonna snag some baby back ribs from the butcher, season them up with a simple yet delicious rub, throw them on the rib rack of the fat stack to build some beautiful color and smoke flavor. We'll hit them with a simple glaze, then we'll slice on into some beautiful, tender, high quality baby back ribs. Are these baby backs better than commodity? We're gonna find out. Let's get it.
Harry the Horse Barbecue.
Baby back ribs are the quintessential rib of barbecue. Everyone in their backyard is always gonna grill up or smoke up some baby back ribs during the summertime. The baby back ribs come from the rib cage closer to the pork loin section of the pig, which allows these ribs to be leaner and less fatty than its counterpart, the spare rib, and they're usually a wee bit smaller as well. Commodity style ribs are just fine for backyard barbecue, but I thought I'd try to elevate the baby back rib by snagging some from my local butcher, so we know these are gonna be high quality, and we're gonna see if the difference is worth it. Now, in order to make these butcher cut baby backs, we gotta go shopping for some baby backs. Let's go. Baby backs. Now I picked up this rack of baby backs from my guys over at Marbled Meat Shop. This butcher cut series isn't meant to say go buy a bunch of high quality expensive proteins all the time. I'm just really trying to highlight the advantages of going and getting high quality cuts from your butcher and just encouraging everyone to go out and support their local butchers. Now, I've done a bit of research about baby backs in my time, and I've even cooked baby backs before. If you haven't seen my Memphis baby back rib episode, go check that one out. In that video, I cooked some baby backs from Costco, and these are already looking 100 times better, and they're still in the pack. So enough horsing around, let's get these baby backs out of the baby pack. Now these baby backs are looking really nice right out of the cryovac. Look at all of this marbling in the meat that you can see up top, in the middle, a nice decent amount of fat on top. No shiners to speak of. In my butcher spare rib episode, there were a few shiners, but you know, we did our best with that rack. But make sure you check that video out to see if high quality spares are worth it. Just gonna clean up this backside just a wee bit. Now this is a bit thin over here. I'm just going to square that off. Now, since the goal of this is to test the quality of these butcher cut baby backs, I'm gonna hit these with a pretty neutral, all-purpose, all-around rub. So we're going with some old reliable chud rub. Now you could do any rub you like. I thought this would just be a super easy but yet super flavorful rub to put on these baby backs. I'm not terribly worried about this membrane side. I am going to leave the membrane on and not worry about it one bit. I've never had many issues with leaving the membranes on any kind of rib. We'll give it a flip around. And then over the top. You know what? I'm kind of sick of the shaker. I had to ditch the shaker because I'm just a bit more comfortable seasoning with fistfuls of rub like this. Just a wee bit more control and a wee bit more even distribution. But we want a nice coating all the way around. This chud rub is gonna give us some beautiful flavor and color when this hits the cherry and oak wood smoke. This is almost like a combo between Memphis style and Texas style by using this chud rub. It's got some of those powdery spices to it, but also a bit of that Texas salt and pepper flair. But these baby backs are looking beautiful. These butcher baby backs are all seasoned up and they're ready for the cooker. So let's go, fire up the cooker. We gotta let this fire and these coals get hot. Okay, all right, y'all, this cooker is on its way up to temp. We're looking to rock these temps anywhere between 225 and 250 for the duration of the cook. I'm hearing a few rumbles of thunder, so I'm looking to get these baby backs on pretty quickly. So enough horsing around, let's go grab them baby backs and get them on. Let's go. Some beautiful butcher baby backs for y'all. Up and under. Right on top of the rib rack. Plump them up a wee bit. I'd say they're looking good. All right, these butcher baby backs are looking pretty on the top rack of the fat stack with that chud rub beautifully laid on top. We're gonna let these baby backs rock in this oak and cherry wood smoke for the next 2 to 3 hours before we check on them so they can build some beautiful color and absorb a ton of smoke flavor. I've got a water pan sitting on the designated water pan shelf. I've got the damper to the smokestack about 1/3 of the way closed, and our fire is ideally rocking between 225 and 250 degrees. I'll bring y'all back for the these babies when they're looking smoky and they're building a little bit of bark on the outside. That thunder's rumbling, so all there's left to do is close it down. Boom like the thunder, shakalaka. I'm really hungry for these baby backs, but they're not done cooking all the way through. Through rhymes with blue. What's that? You see a blue? Where? There's our blue. Some babies, some blues, baby blues. I'm about it. Let's check them out. All right, y'all, this is about the 4.5 hour check-in on these ribs. I will say I've spritzed them once or twice in the interim, but I think they're on their way to being done. So let's take a looky-loo and see what we're rocking with. OMGZ, y'all. These baby backs are not horsing around. They just look incredible. The color from that chud rub has just put on some beautiful color. I mean, come on. If you're curious about an internal temp, which I usually am not with ribs, here we're rocking nearly 170 degrees. So we got a little bit of a ways to go. At this point, I'm just gonna spritz again with some apple cider vinegar. And at this point, I'm gonna give them a little bit of a foil boat. I'm gonna take these ribs, place them in this foil. All right, so I just made a little bit of a foil boat to protect these ends of the ribs, which I can see are getting a little bit dark. The top of the ribs look beautiful. I love the color. And now we're gonna start layering on some extra flavor using this glaze. This is the glaze that I made in my butcher spare ribs video. It's just a very simple honey, ketchup, some water, some spices, and I just want to start to layer on a little bit of sweetness on the top and have that start to tack up and add a little bit of flavor on the exterior of the ribs while they finish up these last 20 to 30 degrees or so. So back in the smoke they go. And at this point, we're essentially just gonna rock temps at about 250 degrees until these ribs have tacked up and have reached about 190 to 200 degrees internal temperature. We still want these ribs to be sliceable and not your typical fall off the bone ribs. And the only thing we gotta do now is close it down. Boom. And after quite some time, these butcher baby backs are finally done. And take a look at these bad mama jammas. These baby backs have some beautiful color and they're smelling unreal. Now it got late last night, so I pulled these baby backs after about 7 hours on the smoker. I wrapped them up in foil and let them cool down. Then I vac sealed them and packed them in the fridge. When I got home from work today, I sliced open the pack, hit these ribs with a bit more sauce and a few pads of butter and threw it into a 275-degree oven. That little stint allowed these baby backs to reheat perfectly and allowed me to add a little extra flavor. So at this point, enough horsing around, let's slice on into these bad mama jammas. And after slicing these, I immediately thought to myself, why don't I make baby backs more often? Go for a nice center rib, some beautiful color on these ribs, nice smoke ring. Here we go. Oh my. Y'all tell me about that cook. Pretty spot on if I do say so myself. I always wonder why I don't make baby backs enough. Wow, these are packing flavor. These are gonna go down so quick. That chud rub is perfect. That glaze adds so much flavor. It's nice and sweet, savory, a little bit tangy. This is what high quality baby backs look like at the end of the day. They might not look it on camera, but man, these things are juicy and super tender. These honestly might be better than spare ribs. Oh my goodness. One rib down. You know I'm not horsing around. These butcher baby backs are so good, I just can't stop. Hello, baby. The flavor of these is stupid good. This is everything you want in a baby back rib, and I'm not horsing around. Tender, juicy, sticky, sweet, smoky, salty, savory, tangy. It's hitting every flavor profile. Hold your horses. These high quality baby backs are way better than commodity. I know spare ribs are way more popular in Texas style barbecue, but I think most backyard barbecue cooks are cooking up baby backs, and you gotta give this method a try. These are some of the best ribs I've ever made on this channel. And that's no horse shit. The flavor of these baby backs makes me wanna go, ooh-wee. Just look at that smoke penetration. Ooh, unbelievably good. These baby backs got me feeling like I need to hit the sack. So I'm gonna go do that and dream of some baby back lyrics. Here we go. Whoa. I'm feeling like I'm at Chili's in this dream. Psych! Yeah. Yeah, I want my baby back like those Chili's ribs. I'm meanin', I'm a maniac for those ribs. That bone was cleanin', I'm a brainiac. Yeah, that method was pristine and like a kleptomaniac. Steal your hearts with my cuisine. Hit those ribs with some rub, then you throw them in. To the smoke, let them roll, let the cook begin. Put those ribs in a boat that you sauce them in. Hit that sub button, crack a beer, let the fun begin. Thank y'all for tuning in to Harry the Horse Barbecue. I really appreciate you checking out this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Every subscription really helps me out. You know we got that nice bark on the outside of these babies, so go ahead and leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below if you're into baby backs and what other butcher cuts I should be cooking up. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified every time we're posting new content, and you can follow me on Instagram at Harry the Horse Barbecue. Tag me so I can see what y'all are cooking because it really inspires me to get outside and cook. And with that being said, there's only one more thing, y'all. This one is going straight to the horse's mouth. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.